Welcome to the Charcoal Barbecue Kitchen, where everything is cooked with charcoal, and we're going to be cooking up a Christmas prime rib roast today. This is one of the most gorgeous pieces of beef that you could ever buy, and I found a nice one with not too large a fat cap on it. And we're going to get some fresh herbs ready for this guy today, and a little bit of garlic as well. And I've got my sides ready to go with some honey and thyme on the beets and a little bit of squash as well. And we're using a Visions lump charcoal mixed with some of my homemade, because the Visions is so dense, my homemade helps it get going. And we're going to be cooking the prime rib for about an hour and a half. And I've just rolled the roast on some of the herbs that are left over on the chopping board. And then I've clamped it into my cage rotisserie. You can use a spit rotisserie if you would like. The cage rotisseries are very hard to find right now. This is a piece of mulberry wood that I found in the summer. I'm going to be smoking the roast with this lovely smelling mulberry wood today. Fire is up to temperature, and we've got the roast spinning. And as they say at Christmas time, the fire may be delightful, but I'll tell you one thing right now, the roast that's cooking over it is much, much more delightful. This is going to be a really, really delicious roast, folks. And we're just basting the roast with some of the herb and garlic mixture with a bit of oil to create a solvent for it. And just be careful you don't let all the herbs fall off the roast. You gotta kind of push it into the roast a bit as you're basting it. This is a lovely winter day, December 23rd. I've got some tinfoil over the motor so that the snow doesn't melt into it. It's about 420 degrees inside the chamber. The roast is done after an hour and a half. I've cooked it to 135 Fahrenheit internal. We're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes. You can just see how gorgeous the crust is. Beautiful thing. And I'm using my handy dandy cordless electric knife to cut off the rib bones, and then we can slice the roast up into delicious roast beef here. And what I like about this roast is we've got varying thicknesses, so if you have some people that like it well done, you're going to get it to that level on the outside. And then as you go toward the middle where the thickness is larger, you're going to get a much more pink color to your meat. So I like it quite pink. You can pull it earlier than 135 if you prefer. If you like it a little bit more rare than this. These outside edges are well done. And you get a lovely crispy crust there with each slice. It's really, really juicy. This is really, really delicious, folks. It's similar to the strip loin roast when you cut it this way as well. This is one of the three kings of beef in my opinion: the tenderloin, the strip loin, and the prime rib. Here are my sides, the squash and the honey thyme beets. And of course the star of the show, the prime rib. You can see that it's quite pink there as we get into the thicker section of the roast. And a lovely Christmas plate. Wow! There's the pink center again of the roast. Absolutely delicious.